Hi, Bruce Gearing here, Superintendent of Leander ISD. I first want to thank LEEF, our amazing education foundation, for the work that they're doing to support us during this very challenging time of COVID-19. The STAR Banquet is an opportunity for our students to recognize the life-changing work of their teachers. I'm so sad that we'll not be able to get together in person to experience this event. But what better way than to carry on virtually and recognize the teachers who are doing such incredible work in our district every single day. So students, thank you for choosing a teacher and recognizing them in this event. And thank you again to LEEF for the work that you're doing to support us. Enjoy the banquet.
Hi, Mr. Wessels. I wanted to recognize you for this event because as my band director for most of high school, you have been instrumental in my growth, both as a musician and a person. And a lot of that comes from you being just very inspiring to be around because your classes are very funny, you're funny, and your classes are memorable. And you also encourage everybody, not just me, but everybody to settle for nothing less than our best. So I will miss you next year. I will miss your wisdom. I will miss your optimism. But if you're watching this, just know thank you for everything you have done because it has been truly wonderful having you as a teacher. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Solorio, and I am recognizing Chris Johnson as my outstanding educator, or as I know her, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson was my quest instructor for all 6 years of my elementary school experience at Nauman Elementary. Go Knights. She is such an incredible and special person, and she affected me not only throughout my academic experience, but also throughout my personal life, even through up to a couple months ago when I went to visit her alongside my best friend, whom she also instructed, not to mention my younger brother. Sorry again, Miss Johnson, I don't know what to say. But when I was told I would be having this opportunity to recognize someone, Miss Johnson's name was the first that came to my mind. I couldn't think of someone more deserving not only of the recognition, but also of just the word outstanding. She truly defines what it means to be an educator, and she always goes the extra mile to ensure that her students have not only an amazing experience in school, but also outside of school, which meant a world of difference for me in more ways than I could ever properly articulate. Thank you so much, Miss Johnson, for what you did not only for me, but for every single student who has walked into your room. While I'd rather be doing this in person, it's still such an amazing opportunity that I've been able to honor you, and I love you, and wash your hands.
Hi, Miss Travis. Since we can't have the banquet, I wanted to read you something that I wrote for the banquet, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry we couldn't have your pre-birthday dinner. So happy belated birthday, and I'm just gonna read this for you. Since I walked into Miss Travis's room 2 years ago, I was stunned at how welcoming and motherly she was towards her students. It doesn't matter who you are always welcome to Miss Travis's classroom. I've been blessed to get to have Miss Travis first period the last 2 years because I walk in every other morning and get the warmest welcome. Other teachers tend to not notice when you try to hide having a bad day, but Mrs. Travis always knows when you need to talk. I'm forever grateful for the example she has given me on how I can someday become the best teacher that I can be. She would never admit to being as great as she is, but I assure you she is so deserving of this recognition and praise. Thank you for the level of love and comfort that you pour out to your students. It does not go unnoticed. I hope that as you continue to teach, you are reminded of how much of a blessing you are to the staff and students at Cedar Park High School. I'm sorry that our year had to end so soon. I wish I could walk into your class one more time and get a handshake and good morning from you, but for now this will have to do. So, I love you. Bye!
Hello, my name is Rajiv Bhat and I'm from Cedar Park High School. I'm nominating Mr. Rin, my AP Calculus teacher, because he has been a very helpful and understanding teacher to me during my high school career. I have felt Mr. Rin to be one of the most approachable teachers to my classmates and me. As he lets the students talk about current life and shares his own life stories with us. Also, when a student is worried about something, he lets them know that it's not the end of the world, and in many cases, that he's experienced that scenario beforehand. AP Calculus AB has been one of the most challenging courses I've taken in high school, but still extremely useful and interesting. Thanks to Mr. Rain, who makes the class fun and laid back while still expecting highly of the students and telling them so. Mr. Rain has been a great addition to the Cedar Park High School math department and will be an awesome teacher forever to come. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Kate Lee, or Yewon Lee, and I would like to recognize my current computer science teacher, Mr. Oliver, for the impact he had in my decision to major in computer science. So first of all, unlike other classes where I had to learn things in a very specific way, he really made sure that I can learn new ideas and concepts that I'm genuinely interested in, and that made computer science a really fun and enjoyable class for me, instead of it being intimidating or unfamiliar. He is also very friendly and approachable to all of his students. He really cares about your interests, talents, your lives in general. And lastly, he creates a really supportive, encouraging environment where you're just welcome to collaborate with each other and learn from each other. And I really appreciate his positive energy and his love for computer science that he's spread to all of us. So thank you.
I was chosen because I was an exceptional student. But see, a lot of the hard part with being a student comes with just getting up and doing it every day. It's perseverance. Something, unfortunately, I had to learn a lot of in my situation. I didn't really get a home or kind of that happy background. But there are some teachers that believe that when you go to school, that's what it should be. That it should be a place that, for just 8 hours of the day, that you don't have to worry about what you're going back to or what you have to face. And Morton does this. Morton provides kids, and if they're living in one of the worst possible environments that they could, she gives them solitude and a fortress and just a place to be themselves and happy. That's why she deserves this, to be recognized.
I want to take this moment to thank Mr. Bio for everything he's done for me. Not many people know, but I was a pretty troubled student in middle school, and he was my assistant principal and helped me along the way. He would take me out to lift in the gym whenever I started to get mad, or he was just there during everything, and if it wasn't for him, I would have never gotten my act straight. So I want to thank him for being one of those people to put me on the right path and take me towards success. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the place I am today. I would probably be not in school or just doing my own thing, but because of him, I have a future set for me and my family, and also I'm gonna be a successful human.
Hi, Ms. Metcalf. I just want to start off by saying thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Whether it was something school related or when I needed someone to talk to about personal problems, you knew exactly the right things to say because you were such a kind and understanding person. You helped me find my way back into creating art after almost a whole year of losing my passion for it. You taught me how to challenge myself and find my purpose in creating art again. You guided me through my artwork and through the small challenges I faced in life over the year I spent in your classroom. You helped me pursue my goals when I had doubts about making the right choices, and it's because of your help that I can say I'm going to my dream college and continuing to fight to get into my original choice major when I didn't get accepted into it the first time applying. It's because of you that I continue to create art, not for an assignment, but for myself. You were the best teacher I ever had, and I'm grateful to have had you as a teacher for the time that I did.
From the moment I met Ms. Reeves, I knew she was going to play a huge role in the next 4 years of my life. From day one, she gave me a place to call home, a room with 4 walls and a mirror that became my safe space, where I could get away from anything and everything going on in the world. She has also given me and so many other girls a huge family filled with so much love that is unlike any I've ever known. She has taught me to be tenacious and resilient in every situation, and she has taught me that I am so much stronger than I think I am. Without Ms. Reeves, I don't know what these past 4 years of my life would have looked like. I am so thankful to have gotten to know her and to have served on her team, and I only wish that I could stay as a guardian for a little bit longer.
Ms. Rodriguez, I wanted to take this time to say thank you for all the things you have done up until this point. I'm grateful for all the things you have done to help me be where I am. If not for you, I wouldn't be as hardworking as I am now. I would have never found out about FCCLA. I would have never competed. I would have never gone that far as to go to Disney. And I'm very grateful that you and I get to share this award together. And under these circumstances, I wish you were here so I can give you a big hug for everything you've done. You've helped me in my ups and downs, and for that I am so grateful. I wish that we are able to see each other again, and I wish you the best with all the things in your future as an educator. And as an educator, you have helped me grow. You have led me to be a hardworking student, and for that I'm so grateful. And I hope one day we can go to Disney again, and that you continue to be recognized for all the good things you have done and all the people you have helped. Thank you.
Hi you guys, my name is Aniya. I don't know if my name's gonna be before or after this video, so I went ahead and said it for you guys. I want to recognize Miss Hall. She is such a wonderful, not just teacher, not just coach, but lady and woman to this community, and to this district. And I know that she is just such an underrated person. She showed me how to be vulnerable and still be strong as a woman, and me going through so much this past year, she has just been the shoulder to cry on for me. She has let me know, like, if I needed to go home, she was like, you go ahead, you go home and you get the rest that you need. And she was always checking up on me, calling me or texting me, just asking me if I'm okay. And she always stayed on top of me with grades, and I don't know where I'd be without her. I love you, Miss Hall.
I've selected Miss Garcia because she is one of the most selfless people I know. I met Miss Garcia sophomore year through the AVID program because she was my AVID counselor. Throughout my time with Miss Garcia, she has helped me with many AVID assignments, ACC classes, proofread my papers, and most importantly, Spanish. Spanish was a big one. That's kind of where we met. I walked into her office ready to quit, and this was the first time I met her, and she said no. And I was like, "You're not going to let me drop?" She said no. I said, "Well, I'm going to have to come in and get help from you." And she said, "Okay." And I was like, all right, I'll be here tomorrow morning. And from that morning on, pretty much every day I was in her office, lunchtime, after school, and she helped me a lot, ready for tests, everyday assignments. I couldn't have thanked her enough. Beyond that, in the summertime, I'd come up there and she'd help me with college applications, letters of recommendation. There's not a better teacher that I could think in my mind to give this award to, and I'm beyond thankful for Miss Garcia and everything she's done for me. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Castillo and I'm from Leander High School. I chose to nominate my tennis coach and Earth and Space Science teacher, Coach Kostoff. I chose to nominate Coach because through my 4 years of high school and even before that, he has been the most supportive and understanding person. Especially this past year with helping me to fix my schedule to fit in all of my academic classes. He has not only helped me grow in tennis and in academics, but he's helped shape me into the person that I am today. Coach loves his students like they're his own children, and he will do whatever he can to help us thrive. I could not have asked for a better coach and teacher to stand by my side through these years. Coach has seen me on my good and bad days and always pushes me to do my best. Thanks to Coach Kostoff, I'm more confident in who I am and have been able to find a team that has been like a second family to me. Thanks, Coach.
I recognize Miss Moreno because over the years she always helped me strive for success and motivated me when I had little motivation. She was also always there for me whenever I had to talk to somebody about anything, whether it be school related or not. And she looks out for me and helps me to be the best that I can be. She's also an amazing person, and I loved her as a teacher, even though I had her like 3 years ago. And yeah, she's one of the best teachers I know.
Mrs. Diamande is one of the most nice and understanding people I know. This alone can make a teacher great, but this is just the foundation for her other wonderful qualities. She's not only really nice to talk to, but is also incredibly grounded as a person. Conversations about day-to-day life are two-way, which allows insight into her experiences and what she's dealing with herself. Speaking with her has humanized my image of teachers overall. A teacher like this can allow students to relate with them even more than usual, making the chemistry of the classroom exponentially better. If it's a bad day, she can tell, and I'll ask if she can help in the most sincere way. If something unexpected comes up, there's actual flexibility to help the student manage the class and everything else going on. She knows that the curriculum isn't easy and tries to relieve the stress as much as she can. Even though it's extremely hard to disappoint her, Mrs. Diamande is the type of teacher where doing so truly hurts the most. I'm grateful that someone like her has been in my life.
I chose Miss Parrish because she helped me in lots of ways more than she could know. Every time I had a question or an issue, I would come to her and she would always have the perfect solution. Miss Parrish would always come up with different solutions or plans for me so I could still choose my own path, but just with some extra help from her. She knew all the websites and sources I needed to use for anything, and she knew exactly who to call and who to email for any solution. Most importantly, she would always make sure that I was mentally and physically ready to take the big steps I needed to take to finish high school. She would always take precautions and make me feel like everything was going to be okay.
In the last few months before I went to New Hope High School, it was basically a lot of medical stuff, and education wasn't really a priority for me. Whenever I came to New Hope, like, it was just all this online stuff, and I had no clue how to do anything. Miss Colley was able to show me how to use Edgenuity. She was the one who actually told me what my password was because I had no clue what it was. And she also let me talk to her whenever I needed to talk, and she treated me like a friend. And she helped me get through one of the hardest courses on Edgenuity, which was physics. And she's just an awesome teacher.
Hi, my name is Alanna Mason, and I'm a senior from Rouse High School. I was nominated by my counselor, Miss Allison Atkinson, for the Outstanding Senior Award in LISD, and a part of it was me nominating a teacher. So I chose Miss Forcell as my most influential teacher because mostly she just has inspired me to follow my dreams and like make me believe that it was even possible to achieve the things I wanted to. She really stepped in as a parent for me and helped me like all the way through my college application process, from writing my essays to doing my FAFSA to just doing all the applications, getting my acceptances, choosing what student loans and stuff to accept. She just constantly just checks in on me and encourages me and like makes me feel like I have someone there for me and just always wants me to do my best. And I just don't think I would be who I am today if it weren't for Miss Forcell.
I chose my choir director, Miss Brenda Justice, because she is very nice to me. She has made me feel very welcome in the choir, and she welcomed me with open arms, and so did all the other students, and she has been there for me and everyone else and through tough times, and she really cares about me, and she cares about everyone else. She makes us feel very loved and cared about, and I just really like that and appreciate that, and I like being felt like I'm loved and cared about, and knowing that there's someone, that there's a teacher and friends that I know care about me and have made me feel very welcome to choir, and everyone there has treated me with kindness and respect, and I've done the same, and I just really do appreciate that, and I just love choir very much, and that's the truth. I really do love choir because of how very welcoming they made me feel and stuff like that.
My name is Maria Telesforo, and I am nominating Miss Spencer, my middle school quest teacher. Miss Spencer opened up her doors to us in first period in 6th grade. I was so excited to meet her and was so excited for the program, and she surpassed all of my expectations. She had us do a lot of different projects that were very creative and research-based and helped me build up those skills that I needed for high school. She was very, very kind to me and even welcomed me back with open arms in 8th grade after I had left the previous year. She also believed that I had a lot of potential to succeed in high school and beyond. Therefore, she pushed me a lot to surpass every limit that I had set for myself. And because of her, I am here where I am today. And I can even say that I believe in myself, something that I was not able to do before. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nash DeGroat. You know, it was hard to pick a best teacher, because I've had quite a few in my time in Leander ISD. But when it boiled down to it, the one that trumped the rest was Miss Crownifer, my 7th and 8th grade Quest teacher. And the reason she trumped the rest was because she wasn't just a teacher. She didn't just give us an easier class and was nice to us. She was more than that. She was a mentor, a helper, a kind of parental figure. She was there during the bad breakups, during the lost friends, during time with bad teachers. And without her, I wouldn't be the person who I am, because she focused on making us better people instead of making us just better students.
Hi, my name is Reilly Heinrich, and I'm nominating Miss Maples. Miss Maples has been an incredibly influential teacher to me throughout my high school career. I was fortunate enough to have her as a freshman for AP Human Geo and as a junior for AP European History. Students are naturally drawn to her for her kind heart, radiant positivity, and passionate teaching. Miss Maples went above and beyond in the classroom to make sure learning was fun and engaging and interactive. She taught me some study skills that have set me up for success and that I've used throughout my high school career and I'll continue to use for the rest of my life. Not only has Miss Maples taught me so much in the classroom, but she's demonstrated so much concern in all other areas of my life. Miss Maples cheered me on the volleyball court and was always there for me when I needed her. Miss Maples is an overall amazing teacher who has challenged me, inspired me, and has shaped me into a better person. Thank you so much, Miss Maples. I'm forever thankful for the impact you have had on my life.
Chifamba, and I would like to honor Coach Villarreal. Coach Villarreal is probably one of my favorite teachers I've had in my high school career, because he has such a great positive energy when you're just around him. You can have great conversations. You can talk about how your days are going, how your week is going. You can just talk about funny things. Like we talked about The Lion King and how we have nicknames for one another. And that's just a great thing about Coach V, is that he can just come down and can just have a normal, casual conversation with the kids. So then everyone just loves being around Coach V, especially me. And it's just made a great influence in my life. And I just wanted to say thank you for everything, Coach. And see you soon.
I selected Mr. Connor as my teacher that deserves recognition because he's been my mentor throughout my high school years. Mr. Connor showed me how to express my creativity in a way that I didn't know that I could. He spent time to teach me each of the aspects of technical theater where I eventually found my passion. He showed me that it's okay to make mistakes and that in those places where you're out of your comfort zone is the places where you really begin to grow. He's always been a support of my work, and he helps me learn as a person and a technician every day. Thank you, Mr. Connor, for everything that you've taught me.
I chose Miss Bradling for my Star Award because she has been one of the best teachers I've had at Vandegrift High School. I met her sophomore year when I was introduced into the ACC dual credit program, and she was so thorough and helpful in her information about ACC. She really shows each student that their voice matters and that she cares about their concerns, and she'll do whatever she can to help them get the schedule or the right teacher that they want. Miss Bradling has been just an awesome teacher in my
high school career, especially with college decisions and senior applications and checklists. She is very patient, and even when she gets the same question multiple times, she just takes a deep breath and continues to help everyone. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ryan Lam. I'm so honored and grateful to have been selected as a star student this year. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks to the teacher who influenced me most at Vandegrift. And yeah, it's Mr. Shokin. Mr. Shokin is knowledgeable, responsible, and has a real love for science. He cares about his students a lot and always tries his best to keep the class engaged. He even stays late prior to tests to go through the material with us. Mr. Shokin is an amazing friend, educator, and source of inspiration. I was inspired by him to pursue a degree in natural sciences. I'm extremely grateful to have such an amazing teacher like Mr. Shokin. Let's give him a round of applause.
I chose to nominate Mrs. Fisher for the Star Award because she has been very influential throughout my high school career. She was always there to help me navigate the confusing process of college applications. Mrs. Fisher was more than happy to read over my college essay, help me create a strong resume, and even write a letter of recommendation with very short notice. Not only did she make sure I had a competitive application, but she always pushed me to take classes that challenged me and that really prepared me for college. At the beginning of my senior year, I had to have my schedule changed. Instead of putting me in a filler class that I really didn't want to take, she was able to get me in as a student aide. Without Mrs. Fisher's help, I probably wouldn't have been near as prepared for the future as I am now, and I definitely wouldn't have been as successful academically.
Hi, my name is AJ Brewton, and I am from Vista Ridge. I wanted to recognize Coach Megan Semino. At my time at Vista Ridge, I've had quite a few exceptional teachers. I've had teachers that have pushed me to do well in the class and pushed me to be a better person outside of the class. However, none of them come close to what Coach Semino has had on an effect in my life. I was a junior in BC Calculus, so I was expected to achieve highly on my own, by myself, with no outside help. But that didn't really matter to Coach Sim. Even when that I thought I performed well, she managed to push me further than I ever thought I could go. I remember one time that I gotten test results back and I had the second highest grade in the class, second only to another junior. I was fine with that, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was that big a deal. But Coach Singh came up to me with my test, of course, and said, "You could have done better. You could have gotten 100. You messed up on your notation. But you've got to learn this so you'll be able to perform better on it on like a later class." I didn't realize it then, but that was really her way of pushing me to do best that I can do. She recognized that second place wasn't my best. She forced me to fight and to work harder. I've played 2 varsity sports here at Vista, and I can say that Coach Sim treats me more like a player than a student, and I really appreciate that about her. It's her way of pushing. As I said before, that's kind of the main thing that I've recognized as her major impact in my life, that she's pushed me to be a better person, a better player, and a better student all at the same time, which is someone that no one has ever been able to do. She is honestly the reason that I was able to get a 5 on the BC Calc exam, but she's also the reason, she also wrote me a letter of rec for the full academic scholarship that I would come to receive at Texas A&M University. And this is my way of trying to say thank you. So, thank you, Coach.
Hello everyone, my name is Harveen Kaur, and I'm incredibly honored to be a part of this year's LEEF Star Banquet. For this banquet, I have chosen to honor Miss Kyle, who is a tremendous person and an exceptional teacher. I have known Miss Kyle over the past 4 years, as she has been my teacher for pre-AP Chemistry, AP Chemistry, my UIL Science mentor, and my sponsor for a club that I generated at Vista Ridge. She is great to go to for any advice, and whenever I have any trouble, even if it's not related to science, I always go to her for feedback. Her classroom is always energetic, as is her personality, and she's extremely passionate at what she does. No matter what happens, she encourages every single student to excel at whatever they are doing, including myself, and that is what I love about her. Miss Kyle, thank you for being the wonderful person that you are, and I will never forget your unforgettable teaching.
Hi everyone, these are the reasons why I chose Mrs. Pollock as my own influential teacher. As a stressed out junior, I had heard many horror stories regarding AP English 3 from my senior friends. In fact, I can still remember how I'd brace myself before walking into the room, ready to eloquently fail and learn just how much I would absolutely suck at writing rhetorical essays. And while I definitely struggled with my writing in that class, Mrs. Pollock was one of the few teachers I've ever had in my life that have actually made such an intellectual struggle worthwhile. It was her dedication to the subject and genuine passion for teaching English that motivated me, in turn, to keep improving my writing and to find my own voice amidst a notion of jumbling words. And at the end of the year, I realized just how Mrs. Pollock had turned a subject that I had dreaded into one that I loved. And without her, my writing wouldn't be as strong as it is today. Although I definitely still need to keep improving. I'll always like to say that Mrs. Pollock not only opened up the world for us to see, but she also taught us valuable skills to actually analyze and understand it. And I'll always be internally grateful for that.
Hey y'all, hope everyone is doing well during these uncertain times. I'd just like to take a couple seconds to thank Mr. Heel, one of the most inspiring but also one of the coolest teachers that I've ever had, for sure. It's been an absolute privilege to have been taught by you. Your care and your dedication and your energy towards your students, towards your work, definitely does not go unnoticed. I look up to you every single day in every aspect, seriously. Again, your love and care for your students, especially during a time like these, you really take the time out to ask each and every single student how they're doing, and from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that. I really miss you and hope you're doing well with your family at home. And again, it's just been a privilege to have been taught by you, and I'm really, really happy to say that big reason of who I am today is because of you. So thank you so much for every single thing, and miss you, man.
During my most stressful year of high school, which was my junior year, Miss Doherty was always my shoulder to lean on. She had such good advice in every area I needed it, which was almost every single area of my life. I had so much going on, both in golf and in school and in art. It was a lot at the time, and I was having a really hard time kind of organizing everything and dealing with everything, and she always gave the best advice, and I really cannot thank her enough for that. Seeing her come to my signing day just brought the biggest smile to my face, because I felt like it was such a big moment for me, but she was so influential in getting me there through my junior year, and I really I can't thank her enough, and her love for her students just shines through in every single thing she does, and she deserves all the love and support and more for everything she does as a teacher.
The LEEF Star Banquet is always a very special night where we get to see how our Leander ISD educators have positively impacted the lives of our students. Some of which made such a difference that they're honored years after having these students in their classrooms. Seniors, we hope that you feel celebrated during this challenging time. We're inspired by your accomplishments and your strength for moving forward. Thank you for joining us for the virtual LEEF Star Banquet. We want to thank our amazing seniors and staff, as well as LEEF annual partners and friends who made this event possible. We wanted to help our community feel connected and encouraged about the future. We are LEEF and Leander ISD strong.